I had $43 in my checking account. My rent was due in 4 days. And I was about to do something that every financial advisor on the internet would have told me not to do. I'm going to tell you exactly how I went from being the broke kid splitting a single order of fries with 3 roommates to making $10,000 in 1 semester as a full-time college student with 0 connections, 0 savings, and 0 clue what I was doing at the start. This isn't a become a millionaire overnight video. This is the real, unfiltered breakdown of the exact system I used, the mistakes, the almost quit moments, and the one decision that changed everything. And by the end of this video, you're going to have the entire blueprint, step by step, so you can do it faster than I did. Let's get into it. Here's a stat that should make every college student in America furious. The average student loan debt in the US is now over $38,000. The average starting salary for a new grad is around $60,000 a year, before taxes, before rent, before anything. Do the math. You spend 4 years and tens of thousands of dollars getting a degree just to start your adult life already underwater. I watched my older cousin go through this. Straight A's, good school, responsible. And he graduated into a job that paid him less per month than what his rent alone cost. He did everything right, and he was still drowning. Meanwhile, I knew a guy, dropped out after 2 semesters, who was making more money at 20 than most 35-year-olds with a corner office. And it wasn't luck. It wasn't a rich family. It was because he understood something that college never teaches you. The system doesn't reward how hard you work. It rewards how you position what you know. That one sentence is the entire video. Write it down. Let me paint the picture so you know I'm not talking down to you from some ivory tower. Sophomore year, I was working a campus job for $11 an hour, scheduling myself around classes, making maybe $600 a month if I was lucky. My laptop was held together with tape. I was eating instant noodles 4 nights a week, not for the aesthetic, because that's genuinely what I could afford. I wasn't lazy, I wasn't unmotivated, I just didn't know where to point my effort. And that's the problem for 90% of students right now. You have energy, you have time, you have a brain that works, but nobody ever showed you where to aim it. So here's where it started to change. I stumbled across a simple idea that broke my brain a little. Businesses don't pay for effort. They pay for outcomes. Nobody cares how many hours you spent. They care about one of 3 things. Did you make them more money? Did you save them money? Did you save them time? That's it. That's the entire economy in one sentence. And once I understood that, I stopped asking, what job can I get? And started asking, what outcome can I create for someone right now with the skills I already have? This is the shift from employee thinking to value thinking. An employee sells hours. A value creator sells results. And results are worth infinitely more than hours, especially when you're 20 years old with nothing to lose. Before I made a single dollar, I did something most people skip. I actually sat down and figured out what I was naturally decent at. Not what sounded impressive, not what my parents wanted. What I could actually do without wanting to quit after an hour. I broke it into 4 buckets, and I want you to think about which one fits you as I go through this. The builder. You like structure, systems, organizing chaos into something clean. If you're the friend who color codes their notes, this is you. The analyzer. You like numbers, patterns, figuring out why something works. Spreadsheets don't scare you, they excite you. The connector. You're the one everyone likes talking to. You can explain things simply and get people to trust you fast. The creator. You see things visually. Design, video, writing. You notice what looks right before you can even explain why. I was a mix of connector and analyzer. I could talk to people easily, and I liked figuring out what actually worked versus what just sounded good. That combination pointed me toward one specific direction. And I'm about to show you exactly what I did with it. Here's the framework. I call it service stacking, and it's how I went from $600 a month to $10,000 in a semester. Step 1. Pick one narrow skill. Not marketing. Not content creation. Something specific like I write product descriptions for small Shopify stores, or I edit short-form video for local businesses. The narrower it is, the easier it is to sell, because the buyer instantly knows if they need it. Step 2. Find businesses who are already almost paying for this, just badly. Every local business already has a version of the thing you're offering, and it's usually broken. Their website looks like it's from 2009. Their Instagram hasn't posted in 6 weeks. Their checkout process loses customers. You're not inventing a need. You're pointing at a problem that already costs them money every single day. Step 3. Do the work before you ask for money. This sounds backwards, but it's the single biggest reason I started closing deals. I'd find a small business, spend 20 minutes making one small free improvement, rewrite one product description, mock up one Instagram post, and send it to them with no pitch attached. Just, hey, I noticed this. Here's a quick example of what I'd change. Let me know if you want more like this. That one move converted more clients than any cold pitch I ever sent, because I wasn't asking them to trust me on potential. I was showing them proof. Step 4. Price on outcome, not on hours. This is where students lose the most money. You think, I'll charge $15 an hour, and you cap your own income forever. Instead, ask, what is this worth to them? If a better product page increases their sales by even $500 a month, charging $200 for it is a steal for them. And it's 10 times what you'd make hourly. I want to walk you through exactly how the first deal happened, because the theory means nothing without the real moment. There was a small local coffee shop near campus. Cute place, terrible online presence. I walked in, ordered a coffee, and just struck up a conversation with the owner while she was restocking cups. Found out she was doing everything herself. Inventory, register, marketing, all of it. That night, I spent maybe 40 minutes making 3 sample Instagram posts using photos from her own page, just formatted better, with actual captions that made people want to walk in. I emailed them to her the next morning. No pitch, just made these for fun based on your shop, thought you might like them. She replied in 20 minutes, asked if I could do more. I said yes. $150 a month for weekly posts and captions. She said yes before I even finished the sentence. That was $150, not $10,000. But it was proof the system worked. And once you have proof, everything moves faster. Because now you have a real result you can show the next business. Here's what most people get wrong about scaling. They think you need a completely new idea. You don't. You need to repeat the same proof, faster, with better positioning. The compounding client method. Every client you land becomes a case study for the next one. After the coffee shop, I didn't say, I do social media. I said, I helped a local coffee shop grow their foot traffic through better Instagram content. Want to see what I did? That single sentence closes deals faster than any cold pitch because it's proof, not a promise. By client number 3, I raised my price. By client number 5, I stopped chasing people and started getting referrals. Because happy clients talk, especially in tight-knit small business communities where everyone knows everyone. By the end of the semester, I had 6 ongoing clients, averaging around $300 to $600 a month each, plus a few one-off projects. That's how you get to $10,000 without a single big lucky break. It's small, repeatable wins stacked on top of each other. And here's the part that matters most. I was doing this alongside a full course load. This wasn't a 40-hour-a-week grind. Most weeks, this was 8 to 10 focused hours, because I wasn't wasting time on things that didn't move the needle. I'm not going to pretend this was smooth. Here's what nearly cost me everything. So you can skip these mistakes entirely. Mistake 1. Undercharging out of fear. I almost quit charging entirely at one point, because I was scared of rejection. The fix: every no is information, not failure. I got way more yes responses once I stopped shrinking my prices to avoid discomfort. Mistake 2. Saying yes to everything. I took on a client whose business genuinely wasn't a good fit, and it drained more time than 3 good clients combined. Learn to say no early. It protects your ability to say yes to the right opportunities. Mistake 3. Not tracking my time and money properly. For the first 2 months, I had no idea what I was actually earning versus spending on tools. Get a simple system in place from day one, even a basic spreadsheet, or you'll have no idea if you're actually profitable. Mistake 4. Waiting to feel ready. I delayed my first pitch for almost 3 weeks because I didn't feel qualified enough. The truth nobody tells you. Here's why 2026 is actually the best time in history not to do this as a student. AI tools now let one person do the work that used to require a small team. Editing, writing, research, design, all of it moves faster than it did even 2 years ago. That means your biggest constraint isn't skill anymore, it's just deciding to start. At the same time, small businesses are more overwhelmed than ever. They need help managing their online presence, their systems, their marketing, and most of them can't afford to hire a full agency. That gap, right there, between what businesses need and what they can afford, is exactly where a student with the right skill set can step in and thrive. This isn't a trend that's closing. It's opening wider every year. So here's what I want you to actually take from this video. Not just watch and forget. You don't need more time. You don't need a business degree. You don't need connections. You need one skill, sharpened enough to be useful, and the willingness to show your work before you ask for money. Pick your lane from the 4 types I mentioned earlier. Find one small business today, not eventually, and make them one small free improvement. That's it. That's the entire first step, and it costs you nothing but 30 minutes. If this video actually helped you see a path forward, hit subscribe, because next week I'm breaking down the exact pricing scripts I used to close every single one of these clients, word for word. I went from $43 in my account to $10,000 in a semester. Not because I was special, because I stopped waiting for permission and started proving my value in public. Your turn starts now.